Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here, and today we're going to take a look at a gaming laptop that's light and thin, and normally you don't see those two things in a gaming laptop, but Lenovo has done it with the Legion 7 Slim. Big thanks to Lenovo and Intel for sponsoring this video and sending this laptop for us to check out. Yes, this does have a 13th gen Intel processor, which is just why it has so much power in such a slim chassis. On top of that, you get other great gaming features like a 165Hz display, an RTX 4070 GPU, and a lot more. So we are gonna take a quick look what comes in the box of the Legion Slim 7, and then of course get some hands-on, do some testing, some gaming, some video editing, and more. Let's get started. Let's begin with the Lenovo Legion Slim 7. Reference, there are other build options. However, this has the Intel i9-13900H processor, 1TB SSD, 16 gigs of RAM, and an RTX 4070 GPU. We've got two boxes, our laptop and our power cable. And here's your charging cable. And since this is such a powerful laptop, you do get a charging brick. This is 230 watts with a look at the connector. Lifting up our box right away, we have our Lenovo Legion. We're gonna set that to the side, build a little suspense, see what else comes in here. Just your standard getting started guide and safety information. And here it is, the first look at the Legion Slim 7 from Lenovo. Honestly, surprisingly light and thin considering it has that RTX 4070. And even coupled with that Intel processor, this will be great for gaming and even some video editing on the go. Now, like I do with all of my laptop videos, let's try the one-handed opening test. And this passed very easily, as expected. Gives you information about your PC warranty here, just a cover for the keyboard. Now, I'm going to boot this laptop up, and while it boots up, we're gonna take a closer look at the hardware. First thing I noticed after powering it on is that RGB on the keyboard. Fully customizable, we'll talk about that later on in the video. Anyways, a closer look at the hardware. On the left side, we have some ventilation. We have two USB-C ports. You'll notice that Thunderbolt, Icon, USB PD, and thankfully, a headphone jack. Really do like the sort of brushed look on this laptop. Makes it look really sleek. Moving along, on the right side here, we have an SD card slot, which is huge and will make editing videos and transferring files much easier. You have a webcam privacy switch and more ventilation. Very quickly, that display goes back 180 degrees, makes it very versatile. And closing it, just want to give you a quick look at what it looks like closed. Again, very slim. We're not done. On the back, more ventilation and more ports. So 3 USB Type-A slots, an HDMI slot, and that is where our power cable will go, and that can go either way. It doesn't have to go in a specific way, and more ventilation. Down at the bottom, we have a lot of grip, so it's not going to slide around, especially while you're gaming. You've got your speakers in the two corners, and again, more ventilation for your fans. At the top, very minimal and sleek, says Legion there in the corner, and small Lenovo logo, plus icons for the different ports, so you don't have to search for them, you sort of know where they are without having to look at the back, so that's a nice touch. And a close-up of that keyboard. Full-sized arrow keys is nice, and a number pad as well. Up at the top, we have our speakers that will face towards you. Power button there in the middle. The audio is by Harman. We have our touchpad, and moving along, that is what you want to see right there. That Intel Core sticker, i9 in this one, and NVIDIA GeForce RTX Lenovo logo on the right. So let's get our Lenovo Legion Slim all set up and ready to go and do some gaming and testing. The power button acts as a fingerprint scanner as well. You also can use your phone with your PC. We are all set up and ready to go with the Lenovo Legion Slim 7. I've got all my games installed. I've got a video editor. I am ready to go, and we are gonna test out this portability. Again, it's super powerful and such a thin and light chassis, so we're gonna bring it with me on a trip. First things first, with it being a 16-inch laptop, it fits in my backpack just fine, so it was easy to take with me on the go. The combo of power and portability is really nice on the go, especially if I want to just get some emails done, maybe some light video watching, or even switch in between some work meetings and get some gaming in. And like I said, this has the RTX 4070 GPU in combo with that Intel Core i9 processor, and games have looked and ran very smoothly. I was really impressed. I was able to just play PUBG full games in Battle Royale at really high FPS and did not see any lag. And with this processor, you can take advantage of Intel Smart Cache, which expands the cache size, improving performance, so you get higher FPS in those games. And don't get me wrong, I didn't just game on my whole trip. I did have a lot of work to do, was able to get through a lot of emails and even do some video editing as well. Really love that there's an SD card in the side of this laptop. Now, I don't know about you, but when I get home from a work trip, I just want to wind down, play some games with friends, listen to some music, maybe catch up on some YouTube videos. And I'm able to do all of that with the Lenovo Legion Slim 7, but not just one at a time. I'm able to do all of those things at once. With the 13th gen Intel Core processors, you get more threads and more cores, so while gaming, your multitasking runs much smoother and it can handle it with ease. Not only that, with Intel Thread Director, it will keep your games free of interruptions, so you don't need to worry about background tasks slowing you down. So if you do have music playing while you're gaming, you don't have to worry about it. Your game still will run at that higher FPS. And with multitasking, you want some great RAM to go with it, and this laptop has DDR5 RAM inside. And I have to say, content and games have looked excellent on that 16-inch 3.2K 165Hz IPS display. And with the RTX 4070 GPU and the Intel Core i9 processor, you can get a lot of video editing done and content creation, whether you're doing some photo editing, video editing. I have been doing a lot of video editing on this laptop. All of the files I've been editing are in that 4K resolution, and I love that you can go between quiet, balanced, and performance modes just with a quick keyboard shortcut. That way, when I'm doing heavier editing or even just gaming as well, I can turn it up. Yes, the fans get a little bit louder to keep the laptop cool, but it's great that you can control it. So if I'm just responding to a quick email, I can quickly switch it back to quiet. And speaking of, with Lenovo Vantage software, you can keep an eye on the temps of your computer. You can actually GPU overclock, network boost. There's a lot of different tools that you can use. And when it comes to the battery, you can turn on rapid charge to make it charge even faster than it normally would. Plus, turn on always on USB, which I love having, so I can charge devices even if the laptop's not flipped open. The X-Rite Color Assistant allows you to change different profiles for the display depending on what you're looking for with your content creation. One thing that's really nice is having Windows Hello built into that power button. So when you press the power button, it will actually read your fingerprints. You don't have to repress it or set your finger on it. It recognizes it right away. And Lenovo Spectrum is where you can fully customize that keyboard with the brightness, the specific color, there's a ton to choose from, and the effects like rainbow, raindrop, and even static. So overall, I've had a really good experience with this laptop. I love the keyboard as well. Gaming and typing is really comfortable. It's great that it has a number pad considering it's a 16-inch laptop. And it's still crazy how thin and light this 16-inch laptop actually is. Well done, Lenovo. And I'm happy the Legion Slim 7 has that Intel Core i9 processor. You can take advantage of Intel's performance hybrid architecture, which is designed for the more advanced games like that Fortnite, PUBG, Apex Legends, those higher end games, so it runs really well. But anyways, drop a comment. Let me know what you think about the Legion Slim 7. If you're gonna pick one up, I will be sure to link to it down in the description of the video below. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. A lot more content coming soon. Be sure to subscribe. Again, thanks for Lenovo and Intel for sponsoring this video. And as always, thanks for watching.